Welcome back. Remember how I said the try catch block was only for synchronous code? And we use the .catch for our asynchronous code using promises? Well, because async await, although asynchronous, makes our code look synchronous, we can actually use try catch blocks with them. And that's the way we handle errors and catch errors or exceptions using async await. Let me show you what I mean. I can create an async function here. We don't need to call it anything. And in here, we'll have a try catch block. We'll simply await a promise that, let's say, rejects with our oopsie error. And in the error block, we will catch that error using console.log error. And let's see what happens with another piece of code that goes like this, that says, is this still good? All right, if I run this function, we have to assign this function to something or name it. Well, instead of just assigning it to a variable and calling it again, we can just do an immediately invoked function. So I can just wrap it in brackets, so it's an expression, and then immediately invoke it. If I run this, look at that. I get oopsie as an error, which gets caught. And, well, is this still good? Gets run because it's after the try catch block. So we're able to handle asynchronous code and rejections in similar ways that we've done with synchronous code because of the async await keyword. How nice is that? And we can use the same feature that we had before. We can have nested try catch blocks if we wanted to. If we had, let's say, another promise that rejects with oopsie number 1 and oopsie number 2. And if I click run, well, as soon as one of them errors, remember, we just go to the catch block. If I have a resolved promise and I run this, well, we see that oopsie number 2 gets caught by the error. And because the code looks synchronous now, it does help with error handling. And because you need to use a try catch block with a finally or try, the runtime will actually give you an error to remind you that, hey, you should be using the catch block. The only gotcha with async await is that it's very easy to just forget to wrap it in a try catch block so that these errors just don't get caught. If we use this in our node runtime and I click run, luckily for us, gives us the unhandled promise rejection warning. But once again, you want to make sure that you wrap your async await code in a try catch block. All right, nice and easy. I'll see you in the next video.